Oh! Don't let those sounds make you feel like we don't enjoy it.
Get me out of here!
Welcome to Connie and John show, Chillin with Chefs. We're excited to have you here today.
We're really excited to have Megan on our show. This is the first time we've actually formally met. But we share a mutual friend, Jess Jansen, who's been on the show as well. I want you to tell us a little bit more about yourself. I know your Instagram, you can find Megan on Instagram at Go Simplified.
Go Simplified, yeah.
Yeah. And just tell us a little bit about yourself before we get nice and hot.
Yeah, I'm trying to draw a parallel to cooking and what I do, and there isn't really one, but I think the big parallel is wellness and taking care of yourself and investing in yourself. And so I've had a lot of different careers, but in the last 10 years, I'm working with the team organizing people's homes, getting rid of clutter, helping them make decisions, getting them out from all of the stuff so they can just live their lives and be present and have more time, space, energy, better health. And then I started Instagram 2 years ago because I wanted to reach the masses of helping them understand how to let go, right? And I know mental health is so hurt when you walk into your house and you just see stuff all over the place. Mm-hmm. You're just not the human you want to be, and you're not the spouse and the mother and the sister and what other brother, father to people around you. So relationships take a hit, and so that's what I do on Instagram is
That's amazing.
every day try to help people understand that it's not easy and here's a way to approach it.
I had to close a few doors in my house before you came.
Oh, no.
I was like,
A little nervous.
But I do see a parallel, and we call it mise en place. And in a kitchen, it's everything in place.
Right.
And so, like, when we get ready to cook a dish, before we end up getting ready to cook a dish, we organize all of our cooking equipment and our whisks and, you know, the pots, the pans, and then all the ingredients are organized based on, you know, what you put into the pan first. So I think there's some very interesting parallels from our world and your world too.
Yeah.
It's great.
Systems.
Yeah.
I love it.
And there's nothing better as a chef as having all of your mise en place mentally. So I agree.
love it.
Having you're just in the right headspace before you start. It's all of what you said really resonates with us.
Yeah.
I like it. Mise en place at your house, right?
Yeah.
Basically. I love it.
I want to carry it over, learning and getting to look through some of your posts. That they were incredibly, like, I want to get some stuff organized, because that feeling of anxiety, I feel it, you know, when I go upstairs and I'm like, you know, how come I could do this in the kitchen and everything is so dialed in, but I can't do it here. So I'm excited to explore more.
Cool.
Good, right?
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Let's go get hot.
Here we go.
So, Meg, can I call you Meg?
Yeah.
Yay. What you said really resonated with John and I outside about you feel less stressed in an environment that you're more organized in.
Yep.
And I have to say it especially resonated with me because I was immediately transported back to my childhood. And when we're talking about limiting beliefs and what happens in your childhood can really shape your life as an adult, my parents loved to entertain, but they didn't love to clean.
Yeah.
And so our house was always cluttered. And I mean, this is no knock to my parents. They're amazing people. But even I found as I got older, growing up at home, I didn't like living in that type of space, so I would clean. And then I would get so frustrated when they would come home after work and like put their jacket somewhere and put the mail somewhere and wouldn't do the dishes after dinner. And it was so frustrating to me. So in my adult life, I can't go to sleep at night until my kitchen is spotless and my room is clean. And I don't know if it's like a behavior that I didn't want to inherit from my parents, or it just feels so much better at home when life is clean and organized.
You know, it's so funny because people think you're an organizer. Your house must be perfect. Like, oh, Meg's coming over, I better organize. And my life is not perfect. Like, first of all, I'm massively ADHD, which I love, but I have had to become good at it and practice letting go in order to survive, right? Mm-hmm. So I was thinking a bunch of things when you were talking there's a big difference between cleaning, tidying, organizing, and decluttering. And how I see it is that first of all, I want to give people grace because they don't know this. Like, where do you learn this?
You
right?
don't,
You don't
yeah.
learn this as an adult, but it's
From
like,
you. That's where I'm going to learn it.
it's one of those coping things that we all need, and our parents don't teach us. It's like driving and a learner's license. You have to learn how to drive before you drive. So you have to learn to declutter before you can organize. And we just naturally think, so to me, decluttering is the learner's license and driving is organizing. But we all think we should just be able to do it. But no one's taught us this because we were born hunters and gatherers.
Yeah.
Right? We were born wanting to keep things. Plus, our parents told us, let me know if this is familiar, you better keep that. That was expensive. Or you might use that someday.
Yeah, your kids might use that one
I
day.
paid good money for that.
Yeah.
Or that was your grandma's. Like, what? We've kept it in the family for so long, right? So there's guilt, fear, shame, which drives anybody crazy. So on my page, I aim to, and I used to do it with clients, I still do, but I want to reach more people to say, it's not your fault. Give yourself grace. And you got to start somewhere. Progress for perfection, but just start, right? I'm trying to tie everything back into cooking in some creative way, and I can't here.
But I mean, it's. I mean, Connie's saying, you know, like the childhood thing. I'm fine with leaving a mess before I go to bed. If I'm like cooking nonstop and I'm like entertaining and I do the, I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm done, and I'm okay with dealing with it. But
Don't you feel stressed?
But you have
waking up
different
to it, though?
you have different clutter thresholds.
Sure.
And a lot of people don't know what a clutter threshold is. So when you're trying to live with a partner and you have two different clutter thresholds and you can't identify it and talk about it, then you end up fighting about it and then your marriage gets wrecked.
Yeah.
Or you fight with your kids. Like you need to understand clutter thresholds. But you were asking him, like, doesn't it stress you out? It stresses you out.
It totally does, but differently. And again, you know, I also have ADHD, but mine I won't clean up my laundry and like put stuff away until it's to the point of like I have to do it.
Interfering. Yeah.
Like I have to do it.
Yep.
And if I can prolong stuff until like the last minute where I feel that sense of urgency where I have to get something done, that's where it pushes me to get something done and to declutter or to organize, but it takes a lot to get me there.
Yeah, and there's different motivators, like you said, of like, I always say to people, instead of beating yourself up for all those reasons that you learned when you were young plus I'm a perfectionist. So if I can't do something perfectly, I'll probably choose not to do it because it's easier to not do it than to do it and make the wrong decision and then live with it. So that plays into it too. But I always tell people, if they get stuck, ask yourself different questions that no one's taught you. You didn't learn it in school, and you certainly didn't learn from your parents, and it isn't in your genetics. But ask yourself, like, do I actually love this? Like, everything should earn its right to be in your house when you're trying to deal with it, when you hit that point. So do I love this? Do I actually use this, or am I kidding myself? And would I go and buy this again today? In my life now,
I really love that statement. Everything should earn its right to be in your home.
And it's
Without
great.
being like I'm not a minimalist. I like things. I like to be asked with this $12 bathing suit from Amazon. Like it's kind of fast fashion, and you know I'll have it for a while. But I like to buy things that I love, that are economical, that aren't expensive. I treat myself with the highs, lows. But if this is coming in because I bought it and it was $12 and it got me excited, then something else has to go out.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of. So you have to just be conscious of it, I guess. And we all reach a point where our shoulders are on fire. We reach a point where we just can't take it anymore. And it's usually a move or a death or a big fight, like your marriage is in trouble or something.
Yeah, that's usually what does it for me is my wife saying, okay, you know, you need to put away your laundry because it's been there for 2 weeks.
I really like that philosophy of whatever comes in, you need to make space for, so something needs to go out. A couple years ago, my New Year's resolution was to stop shopping because I had a bit of a problem and my closets were overflowing. They were bursting at the seams. I was having to transition my wardrobe from seasonally because I didn't have room for everything.
Yeah.
And so I implemented that philosophy where if I'm going to buy something new, then I have to be okay with letting something go.
Yeah.
I am not there yet, but
Can I move down here?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But am I still in the story?
You are,
You're
yeah.
still in the shot, yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. We've had plenty of people move down.
The shoulder. It's hot, you guys. It's
Yeah,
hot.
Yeah.
it gets
And
really.
the closer you get to the stove, the hotter it gets.
Maybe I'll come here. Oh, it's good.
It's a good heat, but once you go in, the reason why we started here is because you're gonna crave the cold,
Yeah.
and it's way easier to get you in.
Okay.
And then the coming back in,
Excited.
it's
I'm gonna
like
do it.
feeling the backboard here right now.
Yeah,
Feel it with
it's
your
hot,
hand.
right?
Yeah.
Very hot. Yeah.
Wait, it's going to be probably 5 degrees hotter, and when you come back, you're going to be able to lean right back in.
cool.
No problem.
I mean, everything that you're saying is so true. I just wanted to create a safe space where people were not judged, where I say, any given day, come to my house.
Yeah.
Like, I've got systems because I have to. That's how I managed my ADHD. Like, I remember when I went, I don't know, when I was 40, and the psychiatrist said, wow, like, you've really coped with organizing, like putting the kids' socks by the mudroom door where I would grab them instead of the bedroom. Like, just some tips that I give people too that I've learned and that I've seen clients use that help them survive so that life isn't so hard, because life is hard enough, right? Like, we don't need to fight ourselves or our stuff, because what's more important at the end of the day? Your freaking wardrobe or you. Like, I don't care if you paid $10,000 for that dress.
Yeah.
I don't care if your dad walked you down the aisle with it and it's your wedding dress. Like, why are you keeping it?
Yeah.
Like, really think about it.
And I think that, like, we were talking about the connectors, and you're asking us before, why the podcast, and we had the same philosophy about mental health, and that was a really big connector in, why we're doing it, because our entire industry has been on this journey to finding the right activities to promote good dopamine, mental health, and adventure and happiness, as opposed to before our industry was always associated with bad, like drinking and drugs, and the Anthony Bourdain Kitchen Confidential, like those
Downward
stories.
spiral of
But it's
crazy
been
town.
a huge shift.
Good.
Where it's like, you know what, we're sauning and we're going for runs, and we're about, longevity of life and not shortening it, and
And
finding,
baby steps towards that too, though, right? Like,
and
I think.
seeing how what you do for a living, how important of a piece it is that I didn't even really think about until I started diving into more of what you're doing. It's like such a critical part of organizing your house and keeping things in the right place. And, I have those stresses where I could do it at work, but how come I can't do it at home? And I got to think about that.
Interesting little story of, like, about a year and a half ago when my business exploded online. Like, I've had businesses, I could handle it. Long story short, it exploded. Like, I was so stressed out about all of the different buckets that I had to meet and fill and, whatever, because they were my goals. I set them, but they were my goals. I didn't know how to manage. And it was fascinating because in the end, what I did is I'm going to say dumb it down, but I dumbed it down to something I knew, which was a junk drawer. Okay, when the junk drawer, and you're like, oh my God, like, what the hell? Nothing should be in here. So that's what I did with my business. And I called in an expert because I didn't know who to use. So the expert can be a professional organizer or online for free.
Yeah.
I called this woman named Selena Gray, who's like a business coach. And she works with Mark Groves and a bunch of people, and we worked for 8 hours. And what she did is she did body doubling with me, which is what we do for clients.
Yeah.
Okay, rip apart the junk drawer. Let's take everything out. So we ripped apart the business. We put up stickies all over the walls and put everything into baskets. Speaking engagements, Instagram, YouTube, podcasts, brand dealerships. I'm not getting a caught. Brand deals. Like, there was 15, right? And I couldn't manage it all. But she broke it down into these bite-sized chunks that I could manage. Just like we do people at the junk drawer.
Yeah.
Keys, we put a sticky. And then you look at each compartment and your brain can handle it. And this is where the neuroscience comes in, which I love,
Yeah.
of being able to handle less. I follow this Andrew Huberman sort of.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
I spent a week with him at Esalen, learning from him, whatever, just kind of one-on-one before he had his podcast.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, that's you. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sitting on you.
Oh, your bum is.
Yeah.
Your bum is.
Doesn't understand.
you guys.
I'm pretty sure Mom was just talking to us.
Anyway, she broke it down for me so that I could do it. And then I built it back up. She crossed out things that weren't important. And I got my breath and and then I could deal with it. But she had to help me break it down. So I believe in calling in the experts, whether it's free on Instagram, a YouTube channel, or hiring somebody.
Yeah, totally agree.
Who makes you the expert at it when you've never really done it? Don't beat yourself up about it because no one taught you this.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we're learning every day, and that's the whole.
Goodbye. I'm leaving. Okay.
Yeah. No, you can if you want to go.
Oh yeah, go. Yeah, we can go now. Yeah, what are we at? 12?
Yeah, we're almost at. We've done 14.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I think I did a good job.
You did great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you got to keep your cats inside here. Yeah. You got to keep your cats inside here.
Oh my God.
So it's old.
Where do we fit in?
Okay, coming on this side, yeah.
Come on in.
Do we stand on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you going down?
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. It's all about breath work. Nice, long, deep breaths.
Feels good, eh?
I can do it.
Okay, let's do a quick fire. So, pizza, pineapple, yes or
Oh
no?
my God, pineapple.
Okay, that's
Ketchup or
amazing.
mustard?
I take anything. How
A
about
hot dog.
mangoes?
Ooh.
Ketchup or mustard?
On a hot dog.
Ketchup all the way.
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Tea, 100%.
Oh, that's good.
Yay.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, wow.
I try not to.
Cold plunge or sauna?
I say sauna, but I like the cold plunge.
That's amazing. I mean, most
It's like
people
running a
haven't
marathon.
lasted.
You-
Most people haven't lasted this far in a quick fire. So good.
Yeah, you're doing awesome. Favorite place to eat outside of Calgary?
This is far, but Thailand. Like I love curries
Yeah.
and anywhere
Oh, that's
Asia.
amazing.
Asia.
I still have yet to visit. I want to go.
Asia
Yeah.
curry. I said it yesterday. I was eating curry. I'm like, everything should be curry. Love curry.
I love curry too. It's amazing.
Yeah, how about you guys? Where's your favorite place to eat outside of Canada?
I mean, because I was just in Mexico, I'm gonna say Mexico, but I'm on my way next week to.
Okay, the hands
Greece.
need to come out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot
I
that.
always leave my hands
I'm like,
out.
the hands are
I dip them
freezing.
in. I dip them in, but that's the same as your feet. That's why we put the booties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hands were getting cold.
Yeah. And
Follow the rules,
yeah,
Meg.
so
Follow the rules.
Mexico for sure. And I don't know, Connie, what do you think?
You know what? That's such a hard question for me. It's like, what's your favorite thing to cook? It's all depending on what
you're
I'm craving
Yeah.
in the moment.
True.
But yeah, I was just in Mexico. I love how clean their food can be. Cilantro, lime. I love acidity. But I also love Vietnamese, and
yeah.
I've never been. I really want to travel to those countries: Thailand, Vietnam, Bali.
Do a nice retreat down there.
Yeah,
And I do
I'm
love.
leaning against you because I want your body heat.
I love Italy too. So
Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah.
simple ingredients and
Yeah.
just like no messing around. You know, it's all about the ingredients. So
Yeah.
Italy is
We're
definitely
going
on
to
my.
Spain,
Oh, that's
beautiful.
great.
and
yeah,
so I'm looking forward to that.
yeah.
that's going to be really good.
I was
Greece
in.
in the
Greece,
fall.
yeah.
So two places I've never
nice.
been that I love the food. So
That's awesome.
how good will that be?
I was just in Portugal
Oh,
last
nice,
summer,
nice.
and yeah, the food. the
That's
food's
Connie's
really awesome.
heritage.
Yeah.
So Portuguese is a very
Okay, I'm starting to shake, but I
thing.
can do it.
yeah. Let's do it. We're done. I think we're good.
Look, I'm not as
Yeah.
unhappy as that person. I could stay. Like, I'm good. Except, am I cheating?
If
Look,
you're-
I'm kind of high.
Well, you can dip down, get to your neck, your lower neck, and then if you're shivering, time to get out.
Help.
100%. If
You're
you start
doing
shaking,
so good.
but like a rule of thumb is like when you start to shiver, you got to get out. It's like a.
No, I freaking love this.
Yeah,
It's good. It
and your
feels
body
good.
just ends up like becoming numb.
Yeah.
And then it feels like you could stay in forever.
But we should get out.
Yeah.
I don't want
Get
you to
out?
become a popsicle. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Oh, see? Now lean back.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that crazy? You could barely touch it before.
Yeah, my cheeks are hot
Yeah.
in this experience. Like, wow.
Well, Connie
It's
starts.
so good, you guys. Thank you so much. I think it's interesting. I think it's very relatable.
Yeah.
But, you know, because I don't consider myself, like when I do a presentation or something, I always say, like, you're expecting me to come up here and tell you which bins and baskets to use. And I won't, because that's a disservice. Like, you can't do that until you know this stuff. And people aren't bad organizers. They just have too much stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I have way too much stuff. I
Declutter.
cannot let you into my basement. You should see. I have stuff. I mean, because my wife and I have been together since we were kids. Like we've known each other since we were 13.
I love that. Oh my
We
God.
started dating when we were 17, and
Where were you born? Like where?
in Saskatchewan.
In what
Yeah.
city?
Regina.
Oh, yeah.
And then like
Oh my
her
gosh.
family, we're all our families all
Regina?
around. Mostly
Okay.
her family's mostly rural, like farms and homestead farms. But yeah, we're from Saskatchewan originally, but we have so much stuff. And like the parents, every time we go and visit, they send us with more of our stuff. Oh, you got to take that chest of toys that you had, and like they're decluttering, but they're putting it on us.
But you know what? They're not decluttering. What they're doing, sorry, parents, is that they don't want to make the decision.
Yeah,
So
no,
they
they're
make
not.
the easy decision by giving it to you. And
Yes.
that's not making decisions. So one of my best reels is a garage door opening, and it says how you can unintentionally hurt your kids. And it's like
That's what they
creepy
do.
music, and the garage goes up. Inside, it's all this stuff. And what it says then is by not dealing with your stuff, because you need to deal with your stuff, or else it's hell for your kids. I've had clients who, it was a very sad thing where the mother and father died in a car accident, and the 4 kids, I love them, they had to clean everything out. And I know that's tragic and it's unexpected, but it can ruin people's lives if you're left, like, if you're left with having to deal with your parents' stuff,
That's hard. Yeah.
because then everything becomes important, right? You see a tiny ring, and even if your dad hated it, you're like, oh, that ring, you love that ring. And he could say, if he was there, he'd say, I hated that,
Yeah. Throw it out.
right? But then it becomes important to you, and then you keep it, and it's just, it's so emotional. There's just so much emotion in it.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel that way with my dad as well. He's kind of at the point in his life where I think that he's going to need to downsize soon, and I want him to like come live with us. But he has so much stuff.
Oh my God, his
like,
garage is crazy.
I mean, just to give you an idea, like his kitchen, he has 12 wooden spoons and 14 whisks. And I don't know why he holds on. Like maybe it's because it reminds him of my mom. I don't know why he holds on to this
Well,
stuff.
they were in a different generation too, where people either immigrated and had nothing legitimately, or they lived through the Depression and had to fight hard for what they had. And so there's a shift, right? Like I find that the younger generation, our kids, certainly your kids, they're making better choices with boundaries of not wanting stuff. And so it's going to change. And I think it'll be better for their mental health, like, because we're stuck now dealing with we're sandwiched with stuff. We're dealing with our parents and dealing with their stuff, and then we're dealing with our stuff. It's just a lot of stuff. And ultimately it's that mental health thing, fear, shame, guilt. But what it does is there was a study done at UCLA that said there's a direct correlation to how much stuff women have in their cortisol level.
Oh,
So not men so much, but women. And so, it's just, I find it fascinating.
yeah.
So speaking of like the mental health and the importance of it, like I'm curious to know, from your routines, like what is your, like, where does fitness fit into your routine? Because you're saying you have a trainer, and, I regained my fitness and health, over the last 10 years. I was very unhealthy, and like,
How old
Trying
were
to
you when
do-
you made that switch?
it's when I first had kids, and I wanted them to have a good dad, and I didn't want them to have a lazy dad.
Yeah.
Didn't want them to have a dad that didn't have the energy.
Yeah.
I lost like 90 pounds. I started riding my bike every day, and I found fitness, and then I learned that it can make me feel good too. And but I did it for them,
Yeah.
but now I do it for me.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I want to know how you, like, when was there a part in your life when you did, or was it always that way?
Well, it's interesting you ask, because I'm 55 now. A couple of years ago, I was going.
I would have guessed you in your 40s.
Aw, you're so kind. I was going so hard with the organizing the clients, and like I have the mentality of like, if you can do it, I can do it. So you can move that bin, I can move 5 bins. And if I see you moving it slowly, I'm going to be like, I'm going to show you how fast I can move that bin, right? And it took a toll on my back. And My business took a toll on me, cortisol.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago, I was moving rocks at my beach, and I didn't hurt my back, but I came up, and over the summer, my back started hurting, and I had 3 herniated discs and 3 torn discs.
Oh,
Wow.
And it took they're still hurting, but I'm getting out of it because about 6 months ago, I did everything that I could try to do for this back. And it wasn't getting better, and it was pissing me off because it was holding me back. And I thought I need to make some change, but I'm in a different life category now. I can't do things like I used to do. I've run 12 marathons. Like I just muscle my way through things.
John's about to run his first this
nice.
year in
New York.
New York.
Cool. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it fast. I just did it to do it, to have a goal. But in my 50s, things are different, right? The hormones are at play, and there's just different things. So lately, there's been another shift for me of I need to look after myself in a different way. So I started going back to the gym because I stopped in COVID. I got a trainer. I was going to physio. I was going to chiropractor. I was doing everything I could to try to get my back healthy. But one of the biggest pieces for me, I think, is going back to my yoga nidras. I stopped doing them. And I needed a place, I needed a tether to pull me down where I could just rest and relax and not do and think, where I could just feel and be. And that's when I do a nidra. I'm just feeling and being. And so my brain, like a mess, I was good, and then I was bad, and now I'm getting back on track. So it's been like this, but I'm excited where I am now.
Is yoga nidra different from, say, Bikram, like hot yoga?
Yeah, so yoga nidra is the coolest thing ever. I ended up diving so deep into it, I got certified, but it's about letting go. So that's where I met Andrew Huberman, actually, was at this yoga nidra thing. He was doing it before he had his podcast, just as a dude. And we had dinner every night and talked about neuroscience.
That's pretty cool.
Yoga nidra.
He's a pretty amazing dude.
Guy. So yoga is union, and nidra means sleep. So you can't do a yoga nidra wrong, but what it is a guided meditation where you're extremely comfortable. You're lying on a floor with a blanket and a pillow. You got to be comfortable, and you listen to a guided meditation. It's ancient. It's not North American. And you get dropped down through the sleep waves. And that's why Andrew was interested in it, because it's called non-sleep deep rest. It's very science-based, where you get dropped down, where you're not asleep, but you're not awake. So you can rest there, and then an intention is planted when you're at the bottom and you're not there. Your conscious mind isn't there to fight it. So you scoop up the right sleep that you need physically for your body, and then you scoop up an intention when your mind's not there to fight you.
So is this done?
Most beautifully. And then you come back up. So usually when you do a nidra, you're listening to the guided meditation, and you kind of relax through the techniques that they get you to relax. And then all of a sudden you hear them say, time to kind of come back. And you're like what? Where have I been?
Do you do it at the end of your day?
It doesn't matter when you do it.
Okay.
And you can't do it wrong.
When do you do it?
Well, I'm getting back into it. I'm trying to do it whenever I can. Sometimes I do it when I wake up in the morning and my mind starts to go, and I'll just put one on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do it at noon. Sometimes I do it at bedtime.
Yeah.
But I'm getting back into it because, as Andrew learned and says, he talks about it all the time on his podcast, but non-sleep deep rest, you scoop up about 3 hours of sleep in 20 minutes.
Wow. I was just going to ask how long they are. So about
20 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah. They're cool.
Wow.
Very
That's
cool.
pretty cool. I'm going to look into that more.
Yeah, but it's like letting go, right? And it's such a parallel again with life, and letting go of your things, and letting go of your thoughts, and letting go of beating yourself up. And
I find my saunas, when I'm by myself, I have I'd say more than 50% of the time, it's a very emotional,
visceral.
Yeah. I get into a very different headspace,
A reset
where,
kind of.
yeah, where letting go is definitely, I deal with a lot of stuff. And I come out feeling very refreshed. So, and I feel like this,
Very
It's your
therapeutic.
tether, though.
Yeah.
Right? It's your tether.
having a place to be able to do that, and I feel like the let go thing is very similar for me in that sense, where I deal with it emotionally, and then when I'm when I'm out of here, then I feel refreshed and I feel like it's a weight off my shoulders, like mentally.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a yoga nidra too is they use it for PTSD because they say it's like taking a shower. You don't know you're dirty.
Yeah.
You get in the shower and then you look down and you're like, what the heck?
Look at all the
I
dirt
was
coming
dirty.
off.
But
Yeah.
in a yoga nidra, you don't have to, it's good for PTSD because you don't even really have to know, you don't have to analyze, you don't have to overthink. It just, your body knows what to do and it takes you back home.
That's very cool.
And then you come up knowing that you have the capacity to handle things, right?
And so you mentioned Albert Huberman. I mean, Andrew Huberman. I mean, he's a very famous dude. Like his podcast has taken off like crazy. I think
Podcast
probably after
rules.
after his Joe Rogan episode,
Yes.
was a good launch for him.
Yes.
But like I also know that you do some pretty famous people's help, right? Like you've done some pretty interesting people.
Interesting people. I always say to, again, I have a reel that says clutter affects everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
You just needed help.
Yeah.
Like anybody else.
But it's amazing. Like it's so, it just humanizes it so much more the way that you say it. It's like,
because it's like it doesn't matter. And thank
who you are.
You know, we were going to do Chelsea Handler's house, but it didn't. She didn't renovate it, or something happened, and maybe we'll do it again. But work with Chillin Harris and Birds Papaya and Jan Arden and like some other people who are just normal people who have too much stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you to them to allow me to show your house, like vulnerability. And Jillian Harris is a bit of a mentor to me because it was at the very beginning of when I started doing social media. And she allowed me to film her house and her vulnerability. And so I always encourage my clients, if they're like, oh no, can't show my stuff, that's fine. Like at the end of the day, I respect that.
Yeah.
But you can change someone's life by showing your stuff, talking about where you are, talking about how it's hard, and then showing a transformation. I can tell a story through that and help other people. So I always encourage people to share the journey.
Yes.
They did. They just did.
That's amazing.
And it took a lot of guts, right?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to,
It's really brave.
you know, when people come over and you're trying to tidy everything up, like these people are just like, this is the way it is, and help me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And
That's,
so, Meg, you're relatively new to social media. You said you started your account a couple years ago. I think it's so amazing how many followers you've gained.
and just the
in that
engagement.
time. Yeah.
I mean, it shows the impact that you're making. I think that's the,
So I hope so. Who doesn't have a house and who doesn't struggle?
yeah.
Like if you tell me you're not, you're kind of lying.
Yeah. They're totally.
So be vulnerable.
Although
because
when I go to
am.
Connie's house, it looks pretty
Oh, yeah.
I
You
have
know,
help.
it's funny. One of my friends, Kara, she's like, I watch your stuff and I think I have a problem because I don't have any stuff.
What can you tell us what advice you'd give to someone that is just starting out as an entrepreneur on social media? Because you had your business prior to it blowing up on social media.
I was an entrepreneur that became a content creator, which is tricky because I don't like filming. I'm not great at it. It's hard. I don't like being on camera. Like I really don't. I don't know he's filming, so it's okay. But when I go and hold this up and I start to say, hey, you guys, and I sound like everybody else, I'm like, ugh, right? Like I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
But I also want to get my message across. So it's like this conundrum every time I get on there. But I would say just start, right? Like try to not be worried about it not being good enough, about it not being right, about, just do it. If you want to start it, anybody can do it. I started it at 50.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know how to turn Instagram on. And welcome to Nervous Breakdown Town, because I didn't know how to use Google. I didn't know how to use Dropbox. I didn't know how to use all these tech things, which are, my brain is slowing down.
Yeah.
And tech is hard for me.
Did you feel like you had to make that shift in order to stay relevant in your industry?
As far as an organizer and a team, no, I just wanted to. I'm like, I want to get this out to more people because it isn't fair that people don't know this. And I like all content, but the before and afters like that, I think it's a disservice.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun to watch, but there needs to be a story with it because it's not that easy. It's
Without
not
a story,
fair.
you can't remember, right? Like I can't.
And
If
it's
you
also
tell me a
not
story, I
fair.
remember the rest of my life.
Yeah, you think you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Yeah.
I just wanted to have a platform where it felt safe. And I've received one bad message in 2.5 years where the person said, what? I thought, because I showed myself doing my own garage behind. They're like, I thought you're supposed to be so organized and your systems are supposed to work. And it's like, no, okay, you missed
That's
the
not
message.
fair.
Yeah.
But you missed the message because I'm human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody gets behind, but I have systems to help me
Yeah.
so that I don't go deep.
Yeah. I love that you showed that vulnerability because
That's an
we're
important part.
human and nobody's perfect. So
And we get that in the restaurants where, Connie, you're a big famous chef on the Food Network, and and the expectations are so high, and it becomes very heavy.
Yeah.
And, there's people that understand that it is a human business and that we're flawed and that not every steak is going to be cooked perfectly, that not every, not everything's perfect all the time. When we nail it, but sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
And the critics, please, guys, take it easy, because I take that very
John
personal.
internalizes it.
I internalize it way more than I should. I have many people that tell me not to, but I've gotten better at looking through things and saying, okay, well, that really isn't critique. That's just a hater. Where that's critique, and they got a point. So there's a good, I'm better at it. Before it was just I'd be at top of the world, feeling great. And the bad review or something would come in, and it would just destroy my mental.
Yeah.
Connie, come on, we're wrapping up here.
it's not
Come
letting
on.
me.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
are you hungry? Should we go out and
I'm starving.
eating?
Yeah, I mean, I kept fasted just so I'd have a slender body and
I saw what you were cooking before. Don't teasing you.
Yeah.
Of course.
yeah.
Food is such an important part for us. Sure, we could do a podcast where, we're in the sauna and we do the cold plunge, but it's a connector, right? Being able to have conversation, eat food, break bread.
Yeah.
I mean, it just takes away all those barriers
Well, look at this.
we're chefs, so we obviously need to have food play a part.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Connie?
so were your parents, who got
Nope.
you into,
So Connie has a very different story. I started cooking out of survival.
yeah.
My mom left an abusive marriage when I was 3 and my sister was 5, my brother was 7. And
You were 3?
yeah, and I still remember, because I remember being in our station wagon and my cat
gosh.
walking on the back because she pre-packed up, it was the Great Escape.
Yeah.
And then we went to
Wow.
a home for women, and we stayed there for almost a couple months because my mom didn't have any education.
Oh
She
my
didn't have,
gosh.
so she
make
enrolled in
me cry.
university, and we got an apartment right by the university. And by this time, I'm trickling on 4, and I mean, I had to learn how to contribute at a really early age, and meals and food was the way that I learned how to contribute. I started cooking full on at a really early age, 7, 8, 9, I was cooking.
Wow.
So that was my introduction to this career. I didn't think about making a career out of it. Again, I had I grew up and I was diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, learning disability, dyslexia, all when I was a young kid.
Yeah.
And I had a really big problem with authority figures when I was a kid, so I got in trouble in school all the time. I always was out in the hallway.
Yeah.
I spent an entire year in a hallway taking apart my calculator because I had nothing else to do, and teachers kind of gave up.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a struggle, but I found the kitchen that way because I got kicked out of school in grade 9.
Oh my gosh.
Got kicked out, and my then stepdad, my mom got remarried. He said, you need to find a job if you're gonna be out of school. And I actually moved out when I was 14.
Wow.
And I got a job in a hotel in Saskatchewan, and that's where I fell in love with the kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I worked my way through and
You did
went
it.
back to school.
What a
and
survivor. Holy, that's
Yeah.
that's a story.
That's why I like going to the mountains and feeling the hardness,
The
'cause
earth.
it reminds me of, right? I like to feel
How
hard.
good you have it.
Yeah.
It's gonna make me cry, but
Yeah.
you've worked hard, but you got it good compared to that situation, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
your mom still alive?
My mom is still alive. My stepfather passed away 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She's still alive. She's amazing. She's always
Look at now I'm crying.
She's been my biggest supporter. She's like where I truly learned what unconditional love is. Because even when I moved out, I was always welcome back home.
Yep.
So no matter what, at any point, there's that one person that I could always count on has been my mom. I could always.
And so your
rely on
sisters
her.
you've one younger, or your family one younger, one?
I have 2 sisters, one older, and I have one brother older.
Yeah.
And
You were
one
the baby.
sister that's younger that my mom and my stepfather adopted from Romania
No way.
when I was 18.
Wow.
So yeah. So yeah.
Everybody's got such a cool story. Like I'm sure you have, like, it's just,
But her cooking, like how she started cooking, is very different than mine. Yeah.
how did you start cooking?
Different stories. Well, let's start with some
Yeah.
tea.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk over tea.
We brought some teas from Totally Tea in Calgary, and so this one is a blueberry. if
They
you
are
like
not a
fruit
title
teas.
sponsor.
These two are rooibos based. You probably won't like this one because it's coffee.
Yeah.
And then this one is creme brulee.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. And
so we've got our little tea balls
Okay.
there, so you can choose your tea, and
Connie
then
will ball it
how
up.
cute these are. Coffee just, it seems like after COVID, at my age, can I make this and pass it to you?
yeah,
Sure,
and then I'll pass John the
It's off kilter.
cup, and he can fill it.
Makes me just jittery.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like that anxious
It
feeling.
makes me very anxious too.
I
would love
love
to
the
stop.
taste of it, but I can't tolerate it. And so I think I'm getting better at recognizing the things that I can and can't tolerate.
I would love to stop drinking coffee for the exact same reason.
I'm not married to it in
Is
the
this
sense.
okay? Like, or is it going to burn it and smash
Oh yeah, we're good. I'm not married to it in the sense that I have to have it every day, but I
Thank you.
enjoy drinking it because of what I put in it.
What do you put in it?
For me, it's like it's not
my gosh,
really
look at
a coffee. It's now like my vice for sugar and chocolate. And there's a cafe that's right across the street from our newest restaurant, and they, for a couple months, had a cookie butter latte on their menu.
Oh my God.
I know they just
They just took it off.
they
It was
just
so
Connie
sad.
was so upset.
Going hard on this.
And they made it with Biscoff cookie butter, which is so delicious.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Which one?
Do your kids like to cook, you guys?
That's yours.
Unfortunately, mine are not the most adventurous with cooking, but they're still young.
I have 2 that like to dabble, and like they'll do their own thing.
Yeah.
John, do you want honey?
Yeah, sure, a little bit of honey.
They'll like flavor their ramen noodles with like things that they find in the pantry instead of using the little packet.
Yeah.
And I just learned how to make onigiri. So it's this like big, I'm sure it's been around for ages in Japan, but it's right now becoming a trend on social media where people are learning how to, thank you, like unwrap onigiri, which is basically like a pressed rice triangle. And you
Pressed rice triangle.
pressed rice triangle that's wrapped in
let me hold it for you.
seaweed, but there's a certain way to unwrap the seaweed that is becoming the trend online. So we made some
Cool.
at home a couple nights ago, and they like to get involved with
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Okay, so what do we got here?
Can I went with you. You were saying it. Okay.
so this is a cheddar and chive scone.
Connie was up late last night making that.
Meg brought us lemon raspberry loaf. And then we've got lemon curd, sour cherry preserves, and sweetened Devonshire cream.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we also have some fruit as well. It's
that,
for our
and
little
the
tea
teas.
time, our
Tea
time.
post-sauna tea
Okay, here you go.
time.
I'm gonna hold it while
Wow.
you could prepare
Guys, I don't want to
plates.
go home. Like, do I have to leave? How do you leave this situation?
Do you
all
mind
the
if I
time?
touch your scone?
Yeah, go ahead. I'd love the scone. Yeah.
What would you like with it?
Sorry, can you repeat it again?
So lemon curd, sour cherry preserves, and Devonshire cream.
I'm going to try it all.
Yep,
Okay,
a
Please.
spoon of
I
each.
gotta try it. Life's too short to not try it all. Wow. Look at this. This is kind of a lame way to start cooking, but my son loves to cook. My ex-husband likes to cook. But my son sort of started, and I know this is lame or whatever, but it worked for him, and now he loves to cook. is by using fresh prep, like just following.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
sort of
not,
make him
that's
do
not lame
it.
at all.
No,
And
It's
he
a
learned a
great
few
starter.
basics of mixing balsamic vinegar
it's a
into
totally, it's brilliant.
Yeah. Great place to start.
Yeah, and he sort of dropped it, but he used to make crepes a lot when he was young, and
That's awesome.
yeah, it's kind of cool.
Oh,
Look how good this is.
It's okay. You got it. Okay, I'll get my own. Yeah, me too. You just pass me a plate.
I had our nanny lived with us
I'm
for
so
quite a few
hungry.
years, and she was amazing. But she'll admit it, she wasn't amazing at cooking.
No.
And we didn't do that company. We did HelloFresh, and we had a binder, and we would save all the recipes. And she got so good that we ended up not needing to purchase HelloFresh anymore and just buy the ingredients. And she would make it. Yeah.
It's good training wheels. Like I think I get overwhelmed quickly, so I don't like to grocery shop because I don't like the music and the picking, and there's too many choices, and so I do like Fresh Prep.
Yeah.
They are a sponsor.
Are they?
No,
Okay.
but I do like it works. It works for me.
That's great.
But when
Yeah, I heard
I
they're
stop
awesome.
working, I'd like to do
Delicious.
more. Yeah, this is so good.
So moist.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is this one again?
That's a sweetened Devonshire cream.
Oh my gosh.
The lemon curd is really good on a lemon loaf. Did
Yeah.
you get a
Oh,
lemon
yeah.
loaf?
No, you didn't give her a.
That's a lot for me, you guys.
Okay.
May I take half?
Yes.
I just
We
don't wanna
also
waste
took
it.
half.
Yeah.
I might go after it, but wow. So
Yeah.
Connie, how did you start?
Cooking? Mm-hmm. Well, I was very fortunate to grow up with two parents that loved to cook. My dad immigrated to Canada from Portugal, and he would only cook heritage heirloom family recipes.
What the
And they were
Very
delicious.
different, I told you.
Yeah.
row?
And then my mom was
And what city did you live in here?
born and raised Calgarian.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom was Irish Canadian, and she was really adventurous in the kitchen. So I grew up watching cooking programs with her on TV. Like we'd watch it together on TV, and then we would like race into the kitchen and recreate what we saw on TV.
Cool.
This
So-
loaf is delicious.
Yeah.
So, is she still here alive?
No,
Aw, sorry.
Thank you. She passed from stomach cancer, which was like the worst
Horrible.
cancer that
Yeah.
she could have because she loved food so much. Not that any cancer is good, but yeah. And then when I went to culinary, right before culinary school,
So where did you go to culinary school?
to SAIT
Okay.
in Calgary, I
a
went
great
to
school.
high school. And they had a program in the high school that I went to called Foods,
No
which
way.
was kind of like home ec without
Yeah.
the sewing. And so we learned about the Canadian Food Guide, how to menu plan. We would cook in every class,
Mm-hmm.
simple recipes, but I knew like in grade 10 that I wanted to be a chef, which I feel very fortunate for as well, because I know like 45-year-olds that hate their job
Right.
and wish they were doing something that they loved and making money at it. So
That's a real gift.
yeah, and so right out of high school, I enrolled at SAIT. At the time, it was only a one-year program. When I graduated, I applied to work at the Owl's Nest, and
Oh, yeah.
that's where I met John, and the rest is history.
Wait, is the Owl's Nest?
Used to be in the Westin Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like
It seems familiar to me now all of a sudden.
it was an
Yeah, okay.
institution.
yeah.
It's where the Caesar cocktail was created in 1969.
No way.
Yeah.
And if pretty much every celebration happened there, like birthdays,
And every
anniversaries.
big oil deal was done in the Owl's Nest.
Owl's Nest.
back
I
in the
came to
day.
Calgary after university in 94 maybe or something. So maybe was it still
Oh yeah.
a thing then? Okay.
Yeah.
I was distracted by Electric Avenue at that point probably for a while.
yeah.
But
I remember Electric
Should have been
Ave,
at the Owl's
Coconut
Nest.
Joe's, and
oh yeah.
the Owl's Nest closed. I left. I went to New York after 9/11 because there was a bunch of hotels that were a part of our hotel group that were in need because a lot of chefs and people were leaving New York.
Yeah.
to get out. And so I went there on a task force that was supposed to last 3 months to help a hotel that was right in Times Square.
Yep.
And I left, it was 2002. And unfortunately, the Owl's Nest couldn't handle me being gone, and I had to close immediately after I left. No, they did close later.
There was a newspaper article about that too, wasn't it?
Later
Wasn't
that
it in
year.
the paper about that? How specifically it was about you leaving?
Pretty much, it was front page.
Yes. I think that's how I know it. I
was front
saw
page.
that article.
It was a front page of Gourmet magazine as well. Thank you. But yeah, so I left, and yeah, shortly after it closed, and then Connie moved shortly after that, and yeah, but it was an institution. It was really hard for Calgary to lose that place.
Okay, so each of you, who's your cooking hero?
Well, Connie's my cooking hero.
Each other.
I mean, she's so disciplined in the kitchen, and it really keeps me the eye on the prize for sure, because
Wow.
of how disciplined she is.
And I learned everything in the kitchen from John. He was my culinary mentor.
I don't necessarily believe that, but I'll take it. At this point
you guys.
at this point in my life, I'll take that shit.
This is so delicious. Thank you. Wow.
One day I want to
I
go.
need to be fed by you. Like I need to.
One day I want to go to England and have this experience in England.
I bet. Okay, other than each other. Who-
I really love Nigella Lawson. I think she's just so beautiful, and I love like how she prepares her recipes in the kitchen. I love the way she speaks. I love her love affair with food and how it's kind of sexual.
Cool.
I really like her, and I'd love to be able to meet her one day.
I like Jamie Oliver because I feel like he was ahead of his time with simplicity, letting the ingredient shine through. And he does really good, impactful things with his platform and with his medium, and I mean, things that are important to me personally. So I think he's leveraged what he does really well, and he's doing good by it. So I think that's
I also really
Commendable.
love his original show, The Naked Chef,
yeah.
where he used to cook for his friends when they came home from the bar because everybody was starving, and they would
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
he'd just like whip
Cool
something up.
concept.
Who's yours?
Well, I mean, you're talking to somebody who likes to eat, but somebody who doesn't like to cook. Hi. I don't. I just sort of take a bunch of different. Like I have those cookbooks from both of them, and I'm just not at a phase where I cook from cookbooks anymore right now. But I want to get back to it for sure. Like I really do.
To be honest, I don't think anybody cooks from cookbooks anymore because everything is so accessible to us online.
It's so easy.
But I still love. I have a collection.
Hear that? Oh, I was going to say the chef said get rid of the cookbooks.
No, don't get rid of your cookbook. I still love.
They're like art to you.
Yeah. The photos in them. One of our friends, Christine Flynn, wrote a couple cookbooks, and
Amazing.
she
Yeah,
has
those are
essays
great.
in all of hers and life experiences, and so I love reading those things in them.
It kind of goes back to your part about storytelling. Like that's an evolution of a cookbook, because now it's like it's a story, but there's recipes in it. So many cookbooks now, right? And
You
that's
fall in love with the person.
where they come from, how they grew up, their travels. Depending on what the theme is.
That's one of our favorite things too, is giving someone a plate of food. They have no idea what it is, them loving it, and then you tell them what it is, and they're like, what did I just eat?
I love that experience.
Well-
Again, super memorable.
We have like a butcher kitchen. We do all of our own like charcuterie and salamis, everything from scratch.
Oh my gosh.
And we do a mortadella,
Yeah.
which is a very traditional Italian style salumi. and you can buy it with the pistachios in it, right, in the grocery stores and stuff. But we make this mortadella, but we used to stuff it inside a pig's head. So it would be cooked. The casing of the sausage would be the pig's head, but now we stuff a whole pig.
Maybe don't have Jan over then.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks so much for being on
Thank you.
today's Chillin with
Time to
Chefs.
go? Yeah, no, I don't want to go.
Never. You don't have to go, but he's gonna
So
turn
good.
it off at some point.
Yeah,
We
so
could
good.
talk all day.
yeah.
I mean, I'm
appreciate
just slowly picking away at everything here.
it. So good.
So Meg, tell us where our viewers can find you on Instagram. Are you on any,
Like my
any
home
other
address?
platform?
No.
No, not your home address.
So Go Simplified is Instagram. It's on Facebook too, but Go Simplified. And then my website is go-simplified. And I've got courses and guides and all sorts of things to try to help you to do it yourself, to learn.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got some decluttering to do.
we all do.
Gonna start in here first,
We all
though.
do,
Gonna
yeah.
start in here first.
Let's take this down to the basement.
It's amazing how when you start with your things, though, it goes up here. Like it just does. It's science. It's science. That's what I love about it. It's neuroscience. It's psychology, and the organizing is the least of your worries.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, you guys. It was delicious.